Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Howdy. Hi. You amazing folks. Thank you for paying attention. Um, Once again, I'm impressed with TopStepTrader and the support team. It kids keep. It's like one of those things I wish I would have invested in a long time ago. It just keeps getting better and better as time goes on. Um, Quite helpful. Long story short, you know me, I like to make mistakes and see what's going on. But anyway, in step one, you can trade up to 3 contracts. In step two, you can only trade up to 2 contracts. I just assumed that the new way I was going at it, I've been trying out multiple contracts to go at the market right now. Just trying new things as I like to do to see how I can flow inside the TopStepTrader platform and the CTS platform. Um, in this case, you know, adding into a winning position and capitalizing on a nice winning day. So I added the 3rd contract in step 2 yesterday, and I guess if those that know about this, that you can't trade. Excuse me, added the 3rd contract. If I said 2, I added the 3rd. I added the 3rd contract on in step 2, which unfortunately breaks a rule that I was unaware of. And I'm sure I've known about this in the past. It's not like something that it's rocket science here. If I would have read the scaling plan a little bit closer, I would have seen that you have to do 2 contracts under $1,500, and then at 1501 or higher, you can add that 3rd contract on to your account. In step 1, you could just trade 3 contracts and didn't really matter how you went about it. In step 2, they have that caveat that you can't add that set 3rd contract until you hit a certain dollar amount in your account before you can, you know, effectively add that 3rd. And I added the 3rd yesterday, had a really nice win yesterday in my account. Coming back, I only took a little bit of it out, but it was, you know, just testing new things and whatnot and how you go about things. So I called up TopStepTrader. The long story short of this whole story is that I called them yesterday. Hey, I was under the impression that I was under the $99 free reset plan that I started in March of 2020. And as far as I know, they corrected this issue, because when I logged in today, I noticed that I have a free S2 reset and then I forgot the other side of this with the CTS platform. I'm looking, well, it didn't update the day. I'm looking at my account right now. It didn't update the day. I don't know if you can see all that over there, but it didn't update the day, but it did update in the platform itself. So when you go to the platform, you see that today would be day 1, whatnot, but the actual day of being able to actually utilize and use it will be tomorrow. So you know, the gains of step 2 that I have today aren't translating over to step 2 since I did break a rule. Unfortunately, let me rephrase that. Unfortunately, I did break a rule by adding that 3rd contract in step 2. So I guess beware is my thing to say at this point, is to be able to be aware. I'm trying not to be like Biden right now. Anyway, or circle back Saki, right? Circle back. Sir, I'll circle back to that, and I'll never get back to it. So, gotta love the new administration, right? The memes. Oh God, you know, I always run up the stairs while you fumble down, and these holy shit. My God, are we in a crazy upside down world, right? Where Biden actually is elected president. What a crazy upside down world that we live in. Yeah, you know, I don't care one way or the other. I try to stay out of politics as best I can. You know, when your vote is, you're fired on one side and stumbling, bumbling Biden, I mean, what kind of choices is the American public really given at this point, right? You know, the puppet is being controlled by the puppet masters. Let's just figure that we all know that. So you can see, you know, it's so blatantly clear that they're trying to keep him hidden in the basement, right? Basement Biden. trying to keep him hidden. And I don't have anything against Biden. Biden seems like a nice guy. I don't know. I mean, does he affect my breathing? Does he gonna pay my bills? No, not really. All the inflation and the gas prices and his policies are not being very nice to us. Inflationary issues are starting to rear its ugly head. You see that being reflected in the gas prices. You see it being reflected in food prices right now. You see it being reflected in the amount of dollars that it takes to live in any given month right now. And since he's taken over, you can tell. And obviously the border crisis right now, that is a crisis. Um, and they're going to circle back to it, right? Well, anyway, so that's a whole thing that, I like to go on tangents. So that's it. That's all I got really to talk about today. Just wanted to thank TopStepTrader support once again for coming through. They've just been awesome lately. I just talked to Melissa, and last night it was Nina. She was working with me last night, and they worked it and solved it. I was logged into my account today, and things are just magically taken care of. They're magically delicious, right? But I'm just thinking about Lucky Charms, right? They're always after me, Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. That was that. I don't know. My brain with ADD, go figure. That's probably why blackjack and dealing craps is such a great thing for me right now at this point in my life. The money is actually pretty good working at the casino, so being a dealer. So I have my schedule this week is, the only unfortunate thing is that you don't have holidays anymore. So Easter Sunday I'm working 12 to 8. Good Friday I'm working. It's just the days that I've never worked in probably in the last 15 to 20 years of my life I'm working. So I've never worked Easter. I never worked Christmas. I've never worked any of these holidays. And being in the casino business, forget about your holidays. You don't get them anymore. So I'm debating about how I want to approach it come the fall when my kids are all playing football. Do I go to a part-time status at that point? Do I stay full-time? I guess it's going to come down to how they work with my schedule, because I'm not going to miss a football game with my kids, so it's just not going to happen. So you get 10 quote-unquote marks before you put up for whatever, and it takes a year to, like if you take a day off, for instance, you get a 1 mark. You can take it up to 10 days, where you get super secret warning, and then you get put into probationary period and all this other stuff. So it's like, how do you go about effectively getting this kid? I mean, Saturdays, my oldest son will be playing on Saturdays, and my youngest son's playing Friday nights right now. So how do I make sure that I still see my kids play? And in the end, that's the most important thing in my life, and it always will be my children. And it's just the way it is. I'm not going to stop doing what I do it's just the way it is. So they according to them, they've been very helpful. They've worked with me for all different ways, and it's been actually a really cool, refreshing job outside of some of the assholes that you have to deal to. There's one in particular that's on craps that just, I mean, I can't stand the man. He's like the lowest form of life that has ever been formed. And the Neanderthal saying from Biden kind of is the way I look at this dude that comes in to the table. He's like, he just unfortunately there's some, how did Jim Rohn used to always say this? He would say there's 10 really mean, hateful people in the world. I just met one yesterday. Unfortunately, they seem to move around a lot. So when you think about some of that's got me through, that philosophy's got me through a lot of my even negative comments that I get on YouTube, so that kind of philosophy's got through my life to be able to, you can't please everybody, right? Not everybody's going to like you. It's just a fact of life. You might as well just get over it, grow a pair, and don't worry about the things you can't take care of, right? I mean, don't worry about things you have no control over. I remember very vividly about probably 5-10 years ago when I was mowing the grass, and I'm thinking to myself as I was mowing the grass, the only thing that I can control at that moment in time is the next couple of seconds of where I'm going to push that lawnmower. That, in a nutshell, is life in general. I mean, there's only so much that you can control, and most of the around you can't control. So get used to that type of philosophy, and especially as a trader, man. When you're trading, the only thing you can control pretty much is your entry point and your exit point. The rest of it is just up in the air, right? How much do you take for a loss? How much do you take for a gain? All those other things are arbitrary. But when you actually push the button to get into your trade, or when you push the button to get out of a trade, that is about the only thing that you can control as a trading. So in your trading. So in the end, control what you can control and let go what you can't control. There's so much more in life that you can't control than you can control. So enjoy the experience, but understand your limitations as well. All right. This is Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. We talk for 10 minutes today. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your Easter break. Good Friday coming up. Christ is risen once again. I am a Christian. Although every day I seem to try not to swear. Every day I start the day, let's not swear today, and I seem to go so far, and I should probably start my swear bucket again. So, but Christ is risen coming this Friday into Saturday. So, hey, life is good. Just enjoy each day that you get to live. Every day is a blessing, right? Every day you wake up in the morning and put your feet on the floor, it's a blessing. Count your blessings, man. Count them. They're there if you look for them. They're there. All right. Take care. God bless. See you in the next video I put together. Bye for now.